What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fulltime MMA, and we are here today to give our breakdown and predictions for UFC 279 Diaz versus Ferguson. That's right, Diaz versus Ferguson after Diaz versus Chimaev was called off due to Chimaev missing weight by 8 to 9 pounds. We also had the press conference canceled after a bunch of backstage incidents happened, first between Chimaev and Holland's camp, then between Chimaev and Diaz camp. Chimaev seems to be a hothead. He thinks he's the real Russian gangster. Anytime, anywhere, any place, and he's letting it be shown and letting it be known. He's also letting it be known on the weigh-in. He don't give a fuck about making weight, clearly, because he missed weight by almost entire weight division. And that's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's fortunate because these fights are way better, if we're being honest. Before we continue, though, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Don't be a baby back bagel biting beta male, because you know what time it is. It's full-time MMA. That's right, I said these fights are way better. Diaz versus Ferguson, I love it. Chimaev versus Holland, I love it. Jingliang versus Rodrigez, I love it. All three of these fights came from a big mix around of the fight card due to Chimaev making weight. This has never happened before in the UFC. All six of these fighters were scheduled to fight, but they all changed their opponents like a big opponent shuffle. This is insane. Nate Diaz was supposed to fight Chimaev. Ferguson was supposed to fight Jingliang. Holland was supposed to fight Rodriguez. Now, as you can see on the screen, they're all fighting somebody different. On short notice. Everybody. Fight camp out the window. This is insane, but I love it because they're a lot closer matchups. Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson is a toss-up. Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson were supposed to just like come and get fed to the UFC's next prospects on their way out the door. Now one of them has to get a win. I want to see both of them get a win. Now we know one of them is. It was like they were both going to lose. Now either Diaz or Ferguson gets a W, and that's dope to see as somebody that us fans all appreciate. So that's awesome. It's a closer fight. I think Holland can beat Chimaev. And he has more than just a submitter's chance. Holland is legitimately sized to fight Chimaev. He's got solid wrestling defense, and he's also extremely dangerous off his back, on the feet, knockout power. Kevin Holland, you're not taken out in one punch. No. This, I think, can play out similar to the Gilbert Burns fight, but Kevin Holland has a little more size. I think Kevin Holland can pull off the upset. I really do. As you can see, I'm picking Kevin Holland. I know it's an upset, but I legitimately think Kevin Holland can win this fight. I'm picking Tony Ferguson to beat Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz didn't look like he was in the greatest shape for this fight. He's always in shape, but Tony Ferguson is somebody that seems more motivated. He's talking about shit like bringing Khabib out of retirement. His last few losses have been embarrassing. Nate Diaz is on the way out the door. He pretty much was picking him. He was pretty much getting fed to slaughter. If you look at his shape, the shape he was in his last fight compared to this fight, he's not even near as in the same shape. So it almost seems like he was just taking this fight on the way out the door for a paycheck. I'm picking Tony Ferguson to win. Nate Diaz did rock Leon Edwards, so he could be, the UFC welterweight champion. Just how good is Nate Diaz? If he beats, he very well could beat Tony Ferguson, but I'm picking Tony Ferguson. I'm picking Kevin Holland. I'm picking Daniel Rodriguez to beat Jingliang. I might be wrong on all of these guys. I love all these fights. Now, clearly, the Chimaev versus Holland, I'm picking a huge underdog. Jingliang could beat Daniel Rodriguez. I like Daniel Rodriguez, but I think Li Jingliang has beat technically higher level competition when he beat Santiago Ponzinibbio's. I mean, Nate Diaz could beat Tony Ferguson. That's going to be a great fight. I'm picking Daniel Rodriguez. I'm picking Ian Cutelaba versus Johnny Walker. Ian Cutelaba, I think he's the real deal. I think he's been working a lot on his game, and I think the improvements he's made. Johnny Walker, he plays around too much before, during, and after the fights, whether he's dancing or flipping or whatever, man. Johnny Walker, I got Ian Cutelaba in this fight. I think somebody's going to sleep. I don't think this fight's going to decision, not even close. It's going to be a fun fight. And then moving on, we got Irene Aldana versus Macy Chiasson. I'm taking Irene Aldana. Irene Aldana has finished girls like Caitlin Vieira, who's a top contender. Macy Chiasson used to fight at 145, but when it comes to strength of schedule, and Irene Aldana is extremely impressive in who she's beat. And I think she's somebody that could make a claim to a title shot against Amanda Nunes at bantamweight. I think she's somebody that maybe she wins this fight. She could fight Juliana Pena. That'd be a good fight, and then maybe earn that title shot. But I think Irene Aldana is extremely skilled on the feet. She can hold her own on the ground, but I think she'll probably win this fight and to stand up with her boxing. And with that being said, these are my predictions. I am not comfortable. I am not confident. All these fights, like literally 3 of these fights, the top 3 fights came together within 48 hours. I don't know who's going to win these fights. It's crazy. This has never happened before. I love it. It's going to be extremely entertaining. I hate that I even have to make predictions for this card, but I'm doing it for you guys. So let me know who you guys have in the comments. I definitely want to see that. Who do you have in between Diaz or Ferguson, man? Do you guys think Holland can pull off the upset, or is Chimaev going to smash? Let me know. With that being said, it is what it is. I'm out.